Hey everyone, welcome to Pillow Talk. Thank you for joining us again tonight. And I do have my very special guest on here with me again tonight, Mr. Sean Hill,
Hey, everybody.
my hubby. And I'm glad to have him here with me tonight. We are going to talk about living, growing younger
Yeah.
and living longer, which each of us want to do, right? We want to reach that spot where we are maximizing our health and we are strong and we are able to do things because we don't want to just live longer. We want to have that youthfulness to us as well, right? We want to have great skin. We want to have great body. We want to be toned. We want our muscles to work well.
Hey,
Hello.
Miss
Hey,
Barbara.
Miss Barbara. Thank you for joining us
As
tonight.
always.
Always lovely to see you. And yes, we're going to talk about living longer and younger and feeling younger, while
Mhm.
we're on this journey. So, we have a few steps for you tonight. There'll probably be about seven. And then we're also going to talk about nutrition a little bit tonight,
Mhm.
relationships a little bit tonight. So, it all kind of goes in together on how to live longer and live younger. Okay. So the first one we have is changing your perceptions about body and aging.
Mhm.
Um, Basically, what that means is to be able to view aging not as a bad thing. We are really blessed and grateful to be here to live longer and to really go after those goals and stuff that we want for our
Mhm.
life. We're able to because we're here. And so each year we're here. Yes, we're growing older, but we need to change our mindset. It's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. We get to wake up, we get to see a brand new day,
Mhm.
and we get to meet those new daily challenges. So, to change that mindset to a more positive thing of as we're growing older, we're gaining wisdom. We are able to do some things we weren't able to do when we were younger. We have a little more control. So, those are some positives. So, feel free to, in the comments, put down some positive things that you found about growing older. Mine was as I'm growing older, I know more of what I really want out of life and what I want to do with my life.
Mhm.
And that's just from gaining knowledge from the years, over the years. So, Mr. Hill, what do you think about? What are some of your perceptions about body and aging? And
Mhm. Definitely. A lot of times we have to make sure that we are having the right mindset. And everything really at the end of the day comes down to mindset and how we view things. And I know uh, it's important to really focus in on being in the moment, being in the here and now, not looking back on the past and man, back when I was in high school, boy, I used to be the quarterback, or boy, I remember back in the day, I used to do this, that, and the other. But appreciating where you are now, I found that the easiest way, the best way for me has been to not compare myself to my peak performance of what I used to be, but to compare myself to who would I be if I didn't do anything. And so that's on a day by day basis. And so what I do is, even on those days when I don't perform as well as I want to in the gym, I always think about, what if I didn't do anything? What if I just sat in bed? What if I didn't make any effort that day? The best workout is the workout that you did when you didn't want to do it, because you did have the option. We all have options. And so I just want to encourage everybody that think about where you are today. Every day, if you go out and you take one step, if you do one push up, if you do one whatever, that's better. And you're getting healthier than if you didn't do anything. So just, stick to the course and do what you can do.
yes, and also I think about some things that, now that I'm in better health, because
Mhm.
as you continue on your journey, you are able to reach some better health goals. And for me, the weight loss and
Mhm.
exercise, a few years ago, even like I say 5 years ago, I am able now to walk further
Yeah.
than I was able to 5 years ago.
Mhm.
And so continue on your journey. You will be able to see some progress and you'll be able to look back and say, hey, I'm a little further than I was last time, this time last year or the year before. And so for me, aging, my skin looks better. I do have a couple wrinkles, but you can't really, that's just part of getting older. But my skin is healthier than it was before. And that's all due to better nutrition. And also, once you guys think about a positive thing is, don't be afraid to try something new. Okay. As we age, sometimes we have a tendency to pull back a little bit, but no, go ahead and, try out some new exercises and routines and foods and different places. Mind you, always check with your doctor first before you start any exercise program, but go out and try new things. Get on Meetup. Meet some new people, meet some like-minded people that, are interested in the same things that you're interested in, and start doing those things. So as you age, you have the ability to pick and choose a lot of what you like to do. Okay, so that was our first one we did, was to change your perceptions about how you're aging, and so to stay youthful. The next one is manage your stress. And if you guys join me every night before we close, we do a meditation. Meditation is really good to help bring down that stress level, that cortisol, that inflammation in your body. So you're able to rest, your body's able to repair itself. Really look at what's causing you stress. Remember, write that down, what's causing you stress, and then come behind it and put some things there that you can do to reduce that stress in that area. Okay. And like I said it before, if you guys need that primary plate, that circle of life, I'm more than happy to send that out to you so that you can take that circle of life test and see where in your life, where it's causing you stress. And you can make some small goals, small steps in that area to relieve that stress. Okay. So manage your stress. Great way to do it is through our breathing exercise, where we do the box breathing. You do 4, inhale, count to 4, you hold it for 4, then you release for 4, and then you do nothing for 4, and this is 4 seconds, and you repeat that 4 times. So that's why we call it the box, because you do each step 4 times. And so that's a great one. There's the Calm app. There's so many apps, guys. There's a lot of free apps. You can go to Google and just Google free meditation apps, and it doesn't have to be a long, drawn out meditation, like a 30-minute, 20-minute meditation. It could be like a minute. You'd be surprised on how better you'll feel with just doing a minute or two of getting that reset of that stress. So a lot of us still are working. So on your breaks, you can use your breaks as a breathing meditation, or, like we say, meditation isn't all just and, just being quiet with your eyes closed. Taking a walk could be your type of meditation. So, hey, you got that 15 minutes. Why not use 5 minutes of that time just to take a small walk to where you can decompress, you can gather yourself, and then come back to your job. And then you come back less stressed. You come back with a better focus, because when you're in a heightened stressed level, you're unable to focus as well. You're unable to think through those and problem solve. So once you come back from that 5-minute walk, you're able to think better, be more focused, be more precise on your job, and make better decisions. What about you, Ed?
Yeah, I think the main thing with meditation is, like Baby said, it doesn't always have to be and sitting in a corner or something like that. It can be a walk. If you have an ability to, just because the movement is one of the things that releases that stress. So just changing your energy, changing that movement, those are the type of things that you want to look at. And I know things are stressful, especially around the holidays.
Yes.
Man, trying to get money up. Do we have enough for this? And then we have a brand new year coming up. So these can be some very stressful times. So right now, it's more important than ever than really to look after yourself and take care of self-care, take care of you, because you can't pour from an empty vessel. So make sure that you're taking that self-care and doing what you need to do.
Yes.
Oh, and let me say this real quickly. Make sure to like and share the video. If we haven't said that already, make sure to like and
Yes.
share the video. If you already done it, great. We appreciate that. And if you haven't, hey, please do that for us.
Yes, and subscribe so
Definitely
that you,
subscribe.
as we develop more material, as we get more information out to you, especially kicking into these last few weeks, going to the new year, ramping up more. So you'll get those alerts. So you'll know when we're on or when you can hit the replay button and see the videos. Okay. So number 3, guys, is sleep.
Mm.
We need to get restful sleep. And a lot of us struggle with that. And but I've been reading a lot, and I will share. I will also share more about sleep too when we break this down in the weeks coming. A lot of doctors are saying now, yes, 7 hours is really good, but you might be one of those people where your body operates a little less than 7 hours. So what we want to do with sleep is have really great sleep habits, building habits around sleep. So like what we started to do, we know that 9 o'clock, that's bedtime. That means we've brushed our teeth or whatever we're going to do. We've gotten in bed and we start to decompress. We also start to pay attention to what are we watching before we go to sleep.
That's right.
We don't watch any action shows, anything with heavy drama, and none of that. We don't watch any of those things. What we do, we may watch a little light TV for about 30 minutes. And that is like the British baking show, which I love so much. They're so happy. I love watch happy people. But something that's very gentle. You may want to not have the TV on at all and just listen to some calm music. You may use this time as a time of reflection, having a gratitude journal, writing down your what you're thankful for throughout the day. Just pick one thing that you can do this week and as a part of your healthy sleep routine. And what this does is signals to your brain over time that, you know what, this is my time to start to rest. This is my time to heal myself. So once you start doing that, after a while, your body's going to start picking up on that. Yes, we will have times we have shorter sleep periods, but we can go more into that. Another thing that we do, which helps, and it's been shown through different studies, is the sleep temperature. The cooler you sleep, the better your sleep. Just think of it that way. The cooler you sleep, the better you sleep. So when the temperature is about 69 is kind of optimal, is where you will find most of your rest. Okay. So if you sleep at 69 degrees, you still don't want to put out a whole lot of clothes and a whole lot of things on the bed because that defeats the purpose of you cooling your core. So you want to cool your body and you'll get better rest. And this is over a period of time, guys. Remember, we're talking about this is a journey. You know, this is something that we continue to do and we continue to build up on. You know, it's not something that happens overnight. And so it's something you want to take in and to make a habit. So, babe, my sleep routine is I start to clean my skin and I get all fresh and stuff before I get ready for bed and before we get into bed at 9. What are some of the things that you may do, especially like if you're having a trouble getting to sleep? What is some of the techniques that you use?
I think the main one for me is having an attitude of gratitude. And I know it sounds kind of cliches, but whatever you're thinking about before you go to bed is what you're going to carry into your dreams. And a lot of times, our thoughts about work, our thoughts about our worries, our thoughts about our bills, our thoughts about stress, and so it makes it that much harder for us to actually decompress, really dial it down, and get to sleep. And so, what I just want to encourage you, one of the great things that we've started recently doing is praying with our niece, and I love that. That is such a beautiful moment, a beautiful way to end the day. That's part of our sleep routine. That's part of us winding down. And so really just have that attitude of gratitude. Remember what you're thinking about before you go to bed is what you're going to carry into your dreams later. And so there's no wonder if you're stressed about work and you're thinking about work, while you may be tossing and turning for an hour before you finally fall off, and you're really not giving your body and your mind the rest that it needs.
That's true.
Yeah.
I love that you hit on that. What you're thinking about can carry into your sleep. And so that's why you want to have a sleep routine where you start to shut off that stuff that happened earlier in the day, and you're able to allow yourself to get more rest, and you're able to take in more positive things. All right. So the next one is nurture your body with healthy foods, guys. When we talk about healthy foods, we are not talking about sugar-laced foods. We are not talking about processed foods, microwaved foods. We're talking about that good old from the garden health foods. Okay. We're talking about live food. You want to nourish your body with all of the colors of the rainbow. Okay. All the different colors, like orange for carrots or oranges, red, maybe beets, tomatoes, white mushrooms. And there's other like maybe beans, navy beans. You want to really look at what you're eating, and also the times that you're eating. You not only want to eat good and great foods because your body's able to process foods easier when they're not full of additives and fillers and all of that. Your body's able to process better. And when your body's processing that better, then and your digestion is going well, your body's able to, when you go to sleep, repair itself better. And so try to stop eating. I'm still working on this, guys. Remember, it's a journey.
Me too.
It's a journey. But my goal for me right now, my ultimate goal is 7:00.
Yeah.
Okay. And that would be 2 hours before I go to bed.
That's right.
Now, right now I'm working on it. And so right now, my first step is 8:00. So I try not to have any food past 8 p.m. I am a work in progress.
Yep.
So yes. And the reason why you want to back it up a few hours before you go to sleep is because you want to have a fully digestive food. You want to go to bed where your body is able to clean itself. It want to be able to go through the repair all of your cells and your organ. You want it to be able to take care of you. And that's when your body does it, is when you're at sleep. Now, if you've eaten and then you go to sleep, your body's so busy trying to digest the food, or and everything just sits, and so you don't get that chance to get that really good cleanse and that detox that your body goes through at night, along with the repair that takes place. So that's the reason why you want to back up that eating. Baby, have anything to add to that?
Yeah, definitely. Real quickly, think of whole foods. I was listening to an audio today, and they were saying, whole foods they don't need a marketing label. They don't need to be called low fat. They don't need to be called keto friendly. A whole food is what it says. An apple, broccoli, even steak, it's a whole food. It is what it is. It's not processed. I'm not against all processed foods. Some things are good processed, but to the degree that we can get those whole foods, that's what we want to do. Second thing, real quickly, is just have to watch out for the snacking. That's my biggest challenge. I'll be the first one to raise my hand. That's my biggest challenge. You would be surprised how one handful at a time, you just go through, you grab those snacks, and man, especially something like nuts. Nuts are wonderful. They're very good. They have a lot, but they're very what's called calorically dense. Calorie dense. In other words, a handful of nuts doesn't take a lot for those calories to add up. And baby will talk about that at another time. About it's not about calories in versus calories out being the way to lose weight, but those calories do count. They do count. And so you have to be careful of that. One handful at a time. It doesn't seem like a lot, but boy, if you're not careful, those can really add up. So that's what I want to say.
Oh, yes, definitely. And then watch how your body responds to the food. Even if it be a whole food, your body may not like that whole food, or your body may hold on to it like water weight. Like the crazy thing to me, I always tell everybody, is when we were doing a lot of kale,
Mhm.
and Babe started to gain weight. I'm like, how do you gain weight off of kale?
Mhm.
You know, but like we talk about here, bio individuality,
That's right.
we are all different.
That's right.
And with him, it made his body for some reason react to hold on to water. So water retention.
Mhm.
So just, you know, when you're trying a new food, just jot down like how you felt after you ate the food.
Mhm.
If you're weighing yourself, you may see like if you're
Mhm.
eating this food throughout the week, did you gain weight? Did you lose weight?
Yeah.
So, and that's just like a check mark, a benchmark. But the most important thing is to eat healthy food. And we will be having a cookbook come out with Babe wrote a book about foods to help you to lose weight, and the cookbook will join it, and so you'll be able to, you know, get some little tricks, tips and tricks from the book. All right. And then next we have moving your body every day.
Yeah.
I am guilty of this when it comes to wintertime.
Mm,
Wintertime,
mhm,
all I want to
mhm.
do is just curl up in a
Yes.
ball,
Absolutely.
stay in my covers, and be still. I want to hibernate, which, you know, it is that part of the season where if you notice, even outside, the animals are quiet.
Mhm,
They get
mhm.
quiet earlier.
Yeah.
It gets darker earlier outside. People aren't moving as fast, but we still want to do something during that day
Mhm.
to invigorate the body and get the body moving. So a little bit every day, 30 minutes every day. And I tell you what, when I can tell when I'm really wound up and I'm having trouble sleeping
Mhm.
or I can't stay asleep. It's really because all that energy that I didn't expend during the day, my body's trying to get rid of it now that I'm trying to sleep,
Mhm.
which is not the time you want your body trying to get rid of all that extra energy. You want to get rid of that energy. And one way to get really good, get rid of the energy is through exercise. And that
Mhm.
30-minute exercise is a good way to get rid of that energy. Same thing though, you don't want to do it too close to bedtime because you do want your body to come down as well. And what's the name of the book? Okay, well, we have a question in the chat. Babe, what's the name of your book?
Well, 36 best foods to help you lose weight.
So 36 best foods to help you lose weight.
Thank you, Ms. Barbara.
Yes. So
you
we
can
will
always tell an author.
Yes, an author. We have an author in our chat, and she keeps us on our toes, making sure we have those titles out there. And we will be showing the book here before it launches, so you'll be able to see it as well.
Mhm.
So yes, guys, move every day. Help you to, and we're talking about if you want to live longer, you want to be stronger.
Mhm.
We want to exercise. We want that cardio. We want that strength training because as we get older, you know, we need to build more muscle because your muscle can start to deteriorate. So we want to build that muscle. That also helps to keep those bones strong. So if your muscles are strong, it helps keep your bones strong, which if you have those little slip and falls, it may not end up that you're in the hospital or hurt as long because you've exercised and you've built up the bone and your muscle mass. Okay.
Absolutely.
So 2 more steps, babes. And so the next one, which Babe is really passionate about, is to create a circle of love and relationships around you. Having loving relationships, having those friendships really do increase your health and could increase the longevity of your life. If you look at what we call the blue zones, you can see one of the main factors they have in each one is relationships. The relationships are very strong, they're very communal. They have dinner together, they're in each other's lives, and that does add another layer of health for longevity and youthfulness in your life. Baby, you want to touch on that?
Definitely. And one of the things that I'm excited about, real quickly, and you guys are the first to know, so the official launch will be tomorrow, but I want to come here with my beautiful wife first and, you know, give you guys the exclusive that I'm launching and Ms. Barbara, I'm going to be reaching out to you as well. I'm launching a Facebook group because I know one of the main things, not just around the holidays, but especially around the holidays, but all year long, many people deal with loneliness. Many people deal with loneliness, and you know, you can be in a wonderful marriage and be lonely, and there's nothing wrong with that because we're not designed to fulfill every need of the other person, right? And so we need those relationships. We need each other. And it's, I just said in marriage, but if you're single, the same thing. And so anyway, I have a Facebook group that and baby's going to be a huge part of this, because this relationships is part of that will or our
Our life circle.
our life
Yep.
circle. That's right,
Our
our
life
life circle. So relationships is an important part. So in the group, there are going to be what I call L and L's. They're going to be lovers and loners. So I'm going to have some people in there who just like my wife is just a loving person. She just loves on people. Miss Barbara, I'm going to reach out to. She is just a lover.
Yes.
And there are a lot of people out there who are just loners. And guess what? They need our help and our love to really make sure that everybody's covered. So like I said, you're going to be hearing a lot more about this. I don't want to take up too much time on Baby's show, but I did want to announce that. So you'll be seeing a lot coming from me about this. Join the Facebook group. And I made it super, super simple. I even got the URL for it. It's friendsthatlast.com. Friends, FRINDS, that THAT last, all in one, all together.com. Go there, join the Facebook group. Like I said, it's for lovers and loners. And in the group, we're going to be meeting each other. We're going to be getting to know each other. I'm excited about this. My goal, I know it's a lofty goal, and I know something beyond me and my, and Babe. My goal is to end loneliness by 2030. So if this is 2024, so that's not a long way away. I just don't want anybody, and we'll talk about this at another time. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely. And so if you choose to be alone, that's great. I love my alone time. Baby has her downtime. There's nothing wrong with being alone and having your alone time. But when you're lonely and you don't have anybody else that can turn to, we're talking about friendships. And that's so important. So anyway, that's just be on the lookout for that, and I'm excited about that.
Yes. So love and friendships, guys. 2025, make it a goal. 2025, actually start now. Make it a goal for you now.
That's true.
Build relationships, build friendships, restore relationships. Be loving and kind to one another outside. It starts there. A smile on your face can do a lot for a person during the day. You never know what someone's going through. Okay. And so our last step, guys, is to feel like a child, to play, have fun, laugh. Y'all, I am really ticklish. I really am. And to play, have fun, laugh, get those good belly laughs in, guys. That youthfulness as a child will come back soaring throughout your body. It'll make you feel so good on the inside. And so play like a child. If you can run, just take off running down the street like a little kid. Just forget what everybody else is saying. Just go out there and do it. Or just go and scream and yell and jump up and down, and whatever it is, get the wiggles. Like I like to get the wiggles out. Mm-hmm. That's fun for me. Have fun, guys. Every day, do something. Have fun. If it's something that makes you laugh or, you can act out or do it. Have fun. So that's what we have for you guys tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. So we're going to go ahead and close. We've been here a little bit longer than usual, which is fine. We had a lovely discussion tonight. So before we go, I want everyone to put into the chat one thing that you are going to try to do to live younger, and let's say age gracefully. What's one thing? Go ahead and put it in the chat. And as you're doing that, we will go ahead and we will get the wiggles out. Yes, have fun. Yes, I love it.
Let me say this real quickly. Now, once again, we talked about relationships. You don't have to have relationships to have fun. You really don't. But one of the things that I want to talk about is the fun you can have with wonderful relationships and with wonderful people, and get together and have fun together. Miss Barbara and I, and the babe, we went and we saw Christmas lights, and boy, if I
Yes.
tell you, we loved it. We had so much fun. The laughter, the joy, you could feel the love. You can feel the love. So I just want to encourage you. This is the season. This season can be anything you want it to be. It can be a season of sadness, of upset, of stress, or you can have fun. You can have fun. And as adults, we need to have that.
Yes.
There was a study, real quickly, they did a study, and they did this a college age people, and they did, it's called Creative Genius, and they found it through this study that only 2% of the people tested were creative geniuses. A little bit later, they did the same type of test, but this time they did it on 4 and 5 year olds. And guess what? They found that 98% of those 4 and 5 year olds were creative geniuses. Well, what happened? Guess what happened? School happened, life happened, and all that creativity, because we got to get regimented, we got to get ready, to learn how to be good employees, and nothing wrong against that. But a lot of times that creativity, that fun, that joy of life, we lose that. And so I just want you to, hey, get some paint, have some fun, be silly, do some fun things, and your life's gonna be a lot better.
Yes. And fun can be free. So free,
Absolutely,
you have free fun. Okay.
Absolutely.
You can use your imagination.
That's
Just think
right.
about
That's right.
some of the little things that you did with a kid, like you didn't
Yes.
have money. We made mud pies. Now, I'm not just that you be grown go outside making mud pies, but the imagination, bring back that into your life, so that, daydream a little bit, create stories, fun stories, little activities you can do around the house while you're cleaning, like turn on some music that you like and dance or something, have some fun. So guys, let's go ahead and let's relax. Let's get the wiggles out. Get the wiggles out. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do some meditation. Okay, let's do some calming breathing here. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and then out, and let it out. All right, let's begin our breathing. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Breathe in big. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's open our eyes. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We love you, Miss Barbara. Thank you for joining us. See you soon. And y'all have a good week. All right. Bye-bye.